Okay, so again, we're going through and finding angles. Our learning intention is solving unknown angles. And then for success criteria, I'll be successful when I can write equations involving vertical and adjacent angles and also solve those vertical and adjacent angles. I'm going to pull up my whiteboard. Let's first look at vertical angles because we've been looking at it before. So this will be like a little review. Talks about angles opposite each other are equal to each other. For example, bam, bam, this angle right here would be equal to this angle right here. So if this angle right here is a cheeseburger, this angle right here is a cheeseburger. Let's do another one. If this angle right here is 2 degrees, the angle opposite it's also 2 degrees. That's what we call vertical angles. Let's do another one. This angle right here is 53 degrees. This angle right here is 53 degrees. Do you see how similar they are? It's just opposite angles. So if I have right here, this is 20. I want you to also realize that this angle right here would be a supplementary angle. It's on a straight line, 180. All right. However, let's look at this side. That would be what? 20. Yep. And if I want to find what this angle is right here, be 160, because I know that supplementary angle has to be 180, and it's on a straight line. So this angle right here is 160. So vertical angles talk about angles that are opposite each other. So let's add in a little bit of some of the nice stuff. 3x, 90. If I was supposed to write an equation for this one, what would it be? They're equal to each other, so 3x is equal to 90. The vertical angles are equal to each other. Then I could go in and find what x is. X is equal to 30. So 3 times 30 is 90. So they are equal. They should be because they're vertical angles. All right, so let's look at the other one. Adjacent angles. Angles that are directly beside each other. For example, these two angles right here are adjacent. They're right beside each other. So if I say these two angles together, say this is 20 and this is 50, both of them together is 70. If I give you an example and I say this is 20, but the whole thing is 30, then what is this angle? It would be 10. because the whole thing is 30, one side is 20, so the other side must be 10. We could do a similar one, saying this side is x, this side is 10, but the whole thing is 120. And I'm asked to come up with an equation for this. I know x plus 10 should be equal to 120 because the whole thing is 120, and if I add the two angles, then it's 120. So, looking at adjacent angles still, if I was supposed to write an equation for this one, 2x plus 3, 3x, but the whole thing is 50. What would be my equation? How would I write my equation out?
2x plus 3x plus 3 equals 50.
Yeah, 2x plus 3x plus 3 equals 50. That's right. You see, we already grouped like terms, the 2x and the 3x. So then if we work that out, we get 5x plus 3 equals 50. And then we'll solve by doing the additive inverse first. So 5x is equal to 47. And then x is equal to 47 over 5. That's basically the gist of all of this. Vertical angles, they're opposite each other, and adjacent angles, they are beside each other, directly beside each other. Sometimes adjacent angles might be supplementary angles, because I could have said that both these are equal to 180, because then it would be supplementary. I could have said it's equal to 90, then it could have been complementary. I just want you to see how all of this can be intertwined. I also want you to realize that all these equations can be different. It just all depends on the type of angle it is. Okay, so if it's vertical, they're equal to each other. Supplementary, they all add up to equal 180. Adjacent, they all add up to equal whatever they say it adds up to. Cool. That's just a brief overview of adjacent and vertical angles.